Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you.
Buhari writes British Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Wow, Buhari has written to the Prime Minister of Britain, Great Britain. That's like the President of Great Britain. Now, I'll just do a bit of explanation before we go to the news. Now, the person of Boris Johnson is like the President of the UK, of the United Kingdom. But the United Kingdom governance is a bit slightly different from the US and Nigeria. Nigeria's governance is tailored alongside the US. That of the Britain, the Queen is still the head of the state. So the Prime Minister reports to the Queen. The Prime Minister is democratically elected by the people, is not chosen by the Queen, is not appointed. So, this is the prime minister that was voted in by the majority, which is also democracy. So, that's the slight difference. The queen is still the head. When the prime minister is elected in, he goes in to report to the queen all through his tenure in the office. The queen is still the head. So, it's because of the kingdomship, the monarchy that they have in Britain. Let's go to the news. Following his discharge from hospital over COVID 19, Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari on Wednesday wrote to Boris Johnson, British Prime Minister, congratulating him for his quick recovery. In a congratulatory letter dated April the 14th, 2020, to Mr. Johnson, Buhari said he received with great relief the news of your discharge from hospital after being successfully treated for COVID 19, expressing delight on behalf of his family and the government and the people of Nigeria at the Prime Minister recovery. Nigerian leader, according to Femi Adesina, I don't say Naim, is the culprit. It's not Buhari himself, never. Buhari no dey talk na boss. Na Femi they do the work. Anyway, let's go to the news. We all join you in appreciating the wonderful staff at both the hospital and the NHS. We not get anyone who worked round the clock to look after you and those affected by COVID 19. President Muhammadu Buhari also wished the British Prime Minister full recovery and good health in the forthcoming days. We wish him well and we pray that he stays in health to be able to give his good governance to his people. On behalf of myself, my family, the government of Nigeria, and her people, we want to say happy recovery, live long and live well, and continue to give your great leadership, which is very amicable and admired. Now, the letter when Buhari writes to Boris Johnson through Femi Adesina, it's never Buhari, oh my people. It's Femi Adesina. He's the one, now the one wey Buhari, say since Abba Karim not there around, we don't know where that one do. Very soon, go hear of a result. They will soon call it result, you know. We don't hear Boris Johnson results. He cashed COVID 19. He was treated because they get NHS. And Boris Johnson, no, they chop the money, not put am for him personal account. He left the money to be well looked after, to be used for the purpose for which it should be used for. So NHS is well and thoroughly funded. Nurses and doctors on ground, equipment on ground. He was not sent or sneak out of the country in the night to US, to Australia, to Canada, or any other great nation. He was treated by their health system called NHS. Boris Johnson nowhere, they treat him. He can't even go into intensive care. Now the matter be that too. That was how serious it was. Say it just still old small. The age just still go up. Boris Johnson was well looked after by the NHS. He recovered and now he's well back and healthy, leading the people of Great Britain. What about our own health system? Can you see the contrast? As soon as Abba Karim went into the hospital, the person, I'm not giving you fake news or what people will say, hearsay. No. Mrs. Buhari herself, Aisha Buhari, went on media and said he cannot be treated in Nigeria and the hospital in Asoro cannot treat him. Now Nigerians say, Madam, wetin happen? A whole Aso Rock hospital not fit treat person. Wetin happen? If Aso Rock not fit treat person, wetin you call up to other Nigerians? He say, well, say the guy, since Buhari become president, the money allocated to that hospital, he has not paid the workers. He did not, that he was even owing them as at that time 6 months, doctors and not nurses. Money meant to buy equipment, by people. Money meant to buy equipment. The man not buy am. He not buy medical equipment. So the hospital has no capacity to handle what is on ground. Can you believe that? Now, Femi Adesina, you are clearly stating that you guys watched on the news, you followed that Boris Johnson was sick, and there was no secrecy in it. They not hide them, not be secret court. As it was coming, ASAP, not just the British people was well informed, the whole world. Boris Johnson is now sick, is in Thomas Hospital. This is what is going on. The news was upstanding for 24 hours, especially when he went into intensive care. Come and see religious prayers all over, praying for the Prime Minister. Why? He was loved genuinely by his people. The hospitals that they've been equipping, every hospital in England, as I hear, are well equipped. Anyone you go to, there is the necessary requirements to meet to look after a sick patient. Doctors and nurses, no wonder all our doctors and nurses well trained. Look at the man who took out a fetus from the mother's womb. That operation has never been done in the history of the world. In Texas there, he took out the baby. When they went for scan, they noticed that the baby has a tumor. That means they grow until they grow for parts of his body. We're not supposed to be part of the growth process of the baby. The man took out the baby out of the stomach. Guess where the man went to school? Obafemi Awolowo University in Nigeria, in Ile-Ife. I'm not talking about some governor, some coached Nigerian who schooled abroad. No, he schooled in Obafemi Awolowo University, his first degree. That was where he obtained his medical certification. And this same man went to the US. He's now a star. He's now the very, 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 very number one person in Texas hospital, in that children's hospital in pediatrics. Nigerian man, not be in name, Nigeria, no James, no Thompson, no proper Yoruba man, a son of the soil. Ben, so that's what we are talking about. We don't look after our own. All the doctors and nurses that left, healthcare professionals that left Nigeria, only 2019, if you know the record. And guess what? Our health minister was well informed. Guess what he said? My people, guess. Just guess. Just guess. Guess is as good as mine. He said, we are training doctors and nurses for them. Let them take. No remorse to say, okay, let's go back to the table. What can we do to retain these great ideas, this great wisdom, these people that we have trained, that the world knows that we have the best and they are looking out for them? What do we do? No sense of direction, no sense of belonging, no sense of saying, let us keep our own, let us maintain it. Nothing like that. You know what he said? Let them go. Nah, they don't they sick. They don't they sick. They now can go bring Chinese doctors. Guess what? It's in Wuhan, China that this COVID-19 started. I bet you don't know. You don't hear now. So now Wuhan, China, COVID-19 for start. They go carry Chinese doctors, they treat them with VIP. When we have doctors more sophisticated, more educated, more well-read, that are treating COVID-19 in Yabas, we are talking now. In Yaba, Lagos, treating people recovering from the same COVID-19. We know they regard our own. That's why, truly and really, you cannot be great. For if you don't see it, you cannot achieve it. The people that are governing us, they are far from reality. They don't even have a clue Nigerian capacity. They don't have a clue. It's very far from their reality. But Nigerians, the struggle continues. We must make ourselves great again. We must spell out our name in the course of nature, and we must tell the nations that we are a great people, a race to be reckoned with. How can we do that? Any youth, anyone who is who wants to govern, join a political party. Start somewhere. and grow up the ranks. Before you know it, you are a change agent. But don't get corrupt along the way. Stay in line, stay focused, be determined, work hard, and we'll achieve it. No sooner than later, we'll get into those positions and we'll begin to cause change in Nigeria. I want to say a big thank you to all Nigerians out there, every one of you all over the world listening to Say Africa is a Great Nation. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Don't forget to thumbs up. We love you, but God love you more. Have a great day. Bye.